Yep. What's
Yeah,
going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? What's going on tonight, man? It's King Ade with the Wizards Review. And man,
yeah,
I was supposed to be here earlier, you know what I mean? But, we went into overtime. A very intense game tonight, man. Um, but it was a great win. Another win, man. Another win. So let's just get right into it, man. Um, for those who haven't been on my show, uh, the way I do it is when we win a game, I start with the things I didn't like, and I end with what I did like. And if we lose the game, then I start with what I did like, and I end with what I didn't like. But since we won, I'm gonna start with the things I didn't like because there was a good amount of things I didn't like about this game tonight, man. Even though it was a great win, exhilarating game from start to finish, there were still some things I didn't like. So let's just get right into it, man. All right. So first and foremost, I did not like Miles Turner just balling tonight, man. He scored career high 40 points tonight, man. And especially in the first quarter, him and Jeremy Lamb together, they was just doing way too much, especially in the first quarter, man. But in the first half as well, you know what I mean? Turner, he slowed down in the third, but then he got right back at it in the fourth quarter. And like I said, he had a career high 40 points. So I definitely didn't like that. We had a few scoring droughts during the game that could have cost us the game. We could have cost us the win. You know what I mean? We had a scoring drought at the end of the first quarter. I didn't like that at all. We were moving the ball. Things were moving. Things were going the way they were supposed to go. And then all of a sudden, we just couldn't score. So I didn't like that. And I think in the fourth quarter as well, that was the big scoring drought where I was kind of nervous. Like, man, we play so hard, we play so well, but we have a scoring drought. I don't know if we're going to pull this off, but they woke up, got it together, and we're going to discuss that later in the show. I definitely didn't like our first quarter defense. The Pacers scored 36 points in the first quarter. It was kind of, the points, if you just look at the number, it was similar to some of the quarters we had last year, giving up 35, 36, 40 points a quarter. But if you watch the game, although we did give up a lot of points throughout the game, like it was a high-scoring game, I still wasn't, it felt like they were playing hard, playing defense. It was just two well-coached teams that were hot tonight. It didn't look like we just didn't play good defense like in years past. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, they scored 36 points, but we were giving effort. We were trying to make them make tough shots. They were just hot. You know what I mean? So although I didn't like that they scored 36 points in the first quarter, I did like the effort, and it wasn't the same type of 36 feel that I used to have when we gave up that type of points in previous years. So I didn't like that, but it was different in a way. If y'all understand what I'm saying. Those that watched the game and watched us over the years, I think y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Another thing I didn't like, our three-point defense, man. Again, we gave a lot of effort, but they made a lot of shots, a lot of three-point shots. And just for that fact alone, I gotta say I didn't like that. You know what I mean? But again, I didn't feel like it was our three-point defense from last year where game after game it was the same mistakes, the non-closeouts, the non-hustle, the wide-open threes. I mean, they had some wide-open threes, but again, it was just two well-coached teams. I mean, it's still basketball. These are still NBA players. So I didn't feel like, man, that first game was a fluke per se. You know what I mean? It was just they were hot, but the effort was still there. You know what I mean? The effort was there throughout the game. So I liked that, but I didn't like our three-point defense, just giving up too many threes. Early in the third quarter, Gafford had two quick fouls that got him out the game. Fortunately, didn't cost us because we're deep, and we're going to talk about that later in the episode as well. But I just didn't like Gafford. He wasn't being smart in the beginning of the third quarter. You know what I mean? Coming out of halftime, he wasn't being smart and committed two fouls that could have really tested our depth at the center position. But Montrez held it down like usual. So I like that. But I didn't like the fouls. Gafford, get your head in the game. Don't commit stupid fouls. Bertans, I liked him overall in the game, but there were times, and we're going to talk about the things I liked with Bertans, but let's talk about what I didn't like. And it was the plays that looked like last season, where he gets the ball and he just shoots it. Like it's not within the offense. It's like he feels like he has to force those shots. I hate when he does that. You know what I mean? I hate that. He did that a few times tonight. You know what I mean? Initially, I was like, man, we need to get him out the game. But he got hot. You know what I'm saying? So he played a good game. But it's those shots he got to eliminate. Just play within the offense. You're not open, pass the ball, run around the court, get open, get around a screen or something, get open, and then shoot the three. Get a good pass and shoot a wide open three. Don't feel like you got to force the shot. So I definitely didn't like that. I didn't like, we gave up a lot of second chance points tonight. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of effort, good effort, like I said, but we gave up a lot of second chance points, so I didn't like that as well. And then finally, Brogdon, especially in the second half, man, he played very well. He has like a basic game, nothing too flashy, but he's just effective. You know what I mean? And he played a very good floor game tonight, man. You know what I mean? He ran the team well. And again, it was just two well-coached teams. You know what I mean? 2 point guards going head-to-head, trying to get their team to win, and we pulled the dub. You know what I mean? We pulled the dub. But even Brogdon hit that last-second three. You know what I mean? So we only got the 1 point win, but we got the win. You know what I mean? But I have to give him a lot of respect because, when he first got in the league, I knew he was known for his defense. And, I knew he could score, but he was just more known for his defense. So for him to be able to get his offense together and be just as effective on offense as he is on defense without a too flashy game, just get the shot, get to where I need to get the ball to the hole. You know what I mean? Like it was real basic game, but it's very effective. So, but I didn't like the fact that we didn't have that for him on a defensive end, man. So, but those are the things I didn't like. You know what I mean? Those are the things I didn't like about the game. Justifiable. You know what I mean? Things that over the season, I feel like we're going to shore up. You know what I mean? We're going to shore up. So those are the things I didn't like. So let's just get into the good stuff, man. Let's get into the things I like. And I liked a lot about this game tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing that I liked was that, I didn't like that Beal didn't play. You know what I'm saying? But I liked that he got his rest. But what this game showed was our depth. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I have to just say, man. We have depth. Again, I said this in the last episode. I'm going to say it again. I got to give a big salute to Tommy Shepard for putting a great team together, man. And I know Bradley Beal was on the bench. He was on the bench watching the game. And I bet he was observing all 4 quarters plus overtime and saying to himself, yo, I got a real team around me, man. I got a real team around me. You know what I'm saying? I might not be in contention for the scoring title this year, but we're going to be a strong contender in the East, man, because that's what the Wizards are looking like right now, man. We've been slept on. We've been the underdog both games. At home, we were the underdogs this game against Indiana before the tip-off. You know what I mean? So there's still not enough respect for us, but, we have to earn it, and we're earning it game by game, man. So I want to just shout out the depth. Shout out management for just putting a great team together, man. And then also shout out to Coach, and I'm just going to say this is what I like. Coach, man. Coach Unseld Jr., man. It's like his father is in the building. It's like, I think with management, sometimes the legacy hire is the right hire. It's not even a difficult decision. Just do the legacy hire, man. You know what I mean? Because the Wizards look like, I wasn't alive when Wes Unseld played, you know what I mean? But from the clips and from the way they talked about him, and they put his stat line up, his career stat line up, during the game, showing his statue that was unveiled earlier this week. And, he didn't score a lot of points. He had like a 10.8 point per game average. However, he's averaged a double-double throughout his career. He averaged like 14, 15 boards, 10, 11 points a game. You know what I mean? Steals, blocks. You know what I mean? He did a lot, and I feel like the team is embodied what Wes Unseld was. A hard-working team, hustle team. And to have Unseld Jr. getting these players coached up, seeing them on the sideline, standing up, clapping, yelling, doing what coaches are supposed to do, man, this is a great hire. And like I said last episode, man, we might need to give him the extension already. He might have already earned it because the effort, the excitement is back. It feels like I'm watching a real basketball team, man. And this is what we've been asking for. Just to see it manifest in the first 2 games of the season, you got to give big kudos to Coach Wes Unseld Jr., man. So I just definitely want to say that. So let's just get back to the game. What I liked Dinwiddie, of course, man. Dinwiddie, I can't say, because Westbrook is a superstar, you know what I mean? And I'm not just going to be like Dinwiddie is better than Westbrook, but I just believe depends on how you look at it, how you judge what better is, you know what I mean? But as far as for the Wizards and what we needed, especially after losing a point guard like Russell Westbrook, to get Spencer Dinwiddie, man, he showed what he is, man. He showed what he can do. What Westbrook couldn't do was shoot threes. Like, we wouldn't have won the game if Westbrook was the point guard. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, we wouldn't have won the game, man, because he couldn't hit shots like how Dinwiddie is hitting shots, man. You know what I mean? And he was making the right plays, just controlling the game. You couldn't speed him up. Nobody can speed him up. He plays at the right pace, man. And he's just a great floor leader, man. You know what I mean? So I definitely liked his game today, man. He balled out today. You know what I mean? I also liked our ball movement. I liked our ball movement. Our ball movement led to our 3-point shooting game today. We had a great day from behind the line, man. And a lot of it was due to just great offense, moving the ball. You know what I mean? The coach putting the right players in, five out, making it hard for other players on the Pacers to help. So you leaving Dinwiddie open, being able to size his man up, not having to worry about somebody trying to close out on him or double him or anything like that, because they got to worry about the other shooters on our team. And that's coaching. Coach understood this is what needs to be done to give us the best chance to win. The coach put the right players in the game, you know what I mean? And Dinwiddie executed when we needed it. Big time shots, man. Not, you know what I mean? So I really like that, man. I also liked, like I said, our depth overall, man. We just got depth, man. Beal didn't play. Holiday got the start, and he filled in nicely for Beal. You know what I mean? He scored, you know what I mean? Played some defense. He played hard. You know what I mean? He played very well for somebody filling in for Bradley Beal. Our new additions, man. Kyle Kuzma had a hell of a game tonight. You know what I mean? He played well. Do you see some of the nasty step backs that Kuzma was doing? It's like he came to the right team. People already casted him off, even though we've seen the potential in previous years of Kyle Kuzma, but he's been casted off. So for him to come to the Wizards and do what he's doing, being able to show who he is, play within himself, but within the system, not feeling like he's having the pressure of playing with LeBron James, he is showing out, man. And I really liked how he played tonight. He scored with confidence. He was shooting with confidence, rebounding, just doing what he had to do, man. So I definitely like that, man. We had 6 players in double figures at the end of the first half. You know what I mean? So, again, I liked all that. I like that. You know what I mean? Just depth. Our team has depth. 6 players in double figures at the end of the first half, man. That means good ball movement, good offense. Because to have 6 players, that means you have to score at least 60 points. To have 6 players in double figures at the end of the half. You have to have scored at least, each player had to at least score 10 points. You know what I'm saying? So that's 60 points. So that's definitely great offense. So I definitely like that. And speaking of our bench, you got to give a big shout out to Neto and Montrezl Harrell, man. Montrezl Harrell, he's what we've been missing. You know what I mean? It's like, we got a great player in Bradley Beal. You know what I'm saying? He's physical, you know what I'm saying? But he's quiet. Like, he's not a dog. Like, he's a dog from a basketball standpoint. I'm not trying to disrespect him. He's a dog from a basketball standpoint. But from like a street standpoint, like that intimidation factor, it's like when Montrez gets in the game, it's like the other team get nervous, you know what I mean? And then when he dunks the ball, he dunks with emphasis, screams, you know what I mean? Get the crowd hype. It's like players getting nervous when you got a dude like that around, you know what I mean? They start losing focus, and then that just helps us, man. And we feed off his energy, man. So, again, man, Tommy Shepard with the great trade, the great pickups, the right players to surround Beal with. And Beal was on the bench. He didn't play the game. I bet he was just in his head like, I got a team. You know what I mean? So I definitely like what I saw from Harrell, man. What else did I like? Bird times. Now let's get back to bird times. Like I was saying, the things I didn't like when he forces the shots. But what I did like is when he shoots within the offense. When he shot within the offense, he was swishing them jumps. You know what I mean? He was, you know what I mean? The ball was moving. He's getting to the open spot. The team forgetting about him. He's wide open. He steps right into the three. You know what's going in. You know what I'm saying? When he's playing the right way and not forcing shots. I like that, and he plays some D. Like Bertans and D, I thought that was an oxymoron, but I guess what Wes Unseld in the picture, apparently not. You know what I mean? Because he locked up, he made some big defensive plays in the second half, man. So I was just very impressed with Bertans for the most part, except when he was forcing shots. But I definitely like how he played. What else did I like, man? Oh yeah, and then in the third quarter when I feel like we blew the game open. Well, we didn't because we only won by 1 point. But when it looked like we was about to blow the game open, we went on a 14-0 run, and it was very impressive. A lot of threes, a lot of ball movement, a lot of defense. A lot was going on that was just positive, and just a new energy that you saw within the Wizards organization tonight with the players just rooting for each other. You know what I mean? Bradley Beal on the bench, seeing what he has to work with. Everything's not on his shoulders. He's beginning to understand that. He has a quality point guard that understands what needs to be done. Just a smart player. Dinwiddie knows when to score and when to shoot versus when to make the assist, make the right play. He just has that instinct. Doesn't force anything. He's a perfect complement to Bradley Beal, man. So, yeah. So that's everything I like, man. I like, overall, man, I just like the game, the way we played, everything that we did. And I like I said, man, just the coach, man. I like the coaching and it feeling like the right calls are being made, the right players are getting put in at the right time, calling timeouts when necessary. You know what I mean? It's just a different team. And we're going to be a problem in the East. You know what I mean? We're definitely going to be a problem. People are going to have to show us love, show us some respect. You know what I mean? But I kind of like them sleeping on us now. But after the first 10 games, you know what I mean? I feel like we're going to be talked about more in the East as I don't want to say contender, but at least a playoff, talked about as a possible playoff spot, man. So, again, man, definitely a great game. And we just got to do it again. Keep it going. Just keep it going. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, if you like the show, you see on the side of my screen, man, I got the QR code for y'all to easily subscribe to the channel, man. Just scan it. Get your phone out. Just scan the QR code. It'll take you right to the YouTube page. And you can just subscribe, man. And you won't miss any recaps of any of our games this year, man, because I'm going to be doing for all the games. Yeah, so definitely I would really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. Also, find us on Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, the Wizards Review. Yeah, Twitter and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And then also follow me, King Ade DMV, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all you guys playing NBA 2K22 on the Xbox Series X and S, man. I'm on there as well, man. So you can find me on the Xbox Series S and X, man. Just, friend request me. I accept the request, man. And you know what I mean? If y'all think y'all nice, you know what I mean? We could, do something one-on-one. Do whatever, you know what I mean? Just holler at me, man. But anyway, man, I'm going to see y'all the next game. Have a good night. Enjoy the win. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it again next time, man. So take care. Be safe out there, all right? Peace.